Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. So we're up and running. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Xavi. And here's Cruyff. Now it's Messi. Now it's Eto'o. He's found a way through. And he's being shifted off it. Haaland. And that is expertly dealt with. And he can thump it away. That has been slung wide. Haaland stood his ground strongly. Threads one in. And he cuts out the supply. Knocks it into space. Pelé receives it in a wide position. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Corinthians are looking to break at pace, and he's had it nicked away. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Cruyff, and he's worked it through. Xavi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Messi, and he's intervened well there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Hazard wants to run onto this. He has found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Oh, just skips past his man.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Beckenbauer did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, and the ref told him it was coming, and he still failed to heed the warning.
Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Looking for the run. Now it's Eto'o. He's got away. Baresi tries to clear. Nesta, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he is going into that little black book. Now it's Messi. No, he's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a... Oh, he's been caught napping! In by Gullit. And he's taking no chances there. And the shot! But he's left disappointed.
Makelele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's an imaginative pass. Now it's Cruyff. And Cruyff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's a decent clearance. Out towards the flank. Xavi. Now there's a fine ball. Brilliantly cut out. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Nicely shaped ball. Spread neatly. Ball is over the line. Flashes in a terrific effort. It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he's missed a very good chance there. He might have got a little too much on that.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckenbauer gets it clear. Corinthians have their second corner now. Nantes have the chance to go the other way. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. And this is Cruyff! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Van der Sar herring after the ball here. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Azar. Now, can they get him away? And this is Azar. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's the keeper's ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Eto'o. Well timed, excellent interception. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And they can counter here. Now it's Xavi. And we've reached half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So neither side has found a way through yet.
It's not a bad game by any means, Peter, but it definitely needs an injection of some invention, creativity. There's so much you can do with all that industry by just adding a little bit of skill.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. So, into the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And here's Azar. Haaland. Referee has just said play on. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Corinthians have a free kick. Shifted it to the flank. Tries to pass it through.
Nantes.
Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Serves up a cross. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Neatly clipped into space. Xavi. Cruyff quietly revving up. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Now it's Xavi. Decent chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Nearly, but not quite.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Xavi gets over and intercepts. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And here's Azar. Neither of these two want to come. And the shot! It's in! How they've waited! Now they have it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Corinthians have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team...
He's having a hit! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's fabulous.
Nantes really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously...
Well, this is a truly majestic occasion. Two of the best teams in Brazil going head-to-head with local pride on the line. You'd better believe that this will be something special. It is Corinthians versus Sao Paulo, and it's about to kick off. Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. Once again, Sao Paulo, a city of divided allegiances, a concept in no way alien to the man in our expert seat, Jim.
Well, Peter, I would say that this is without doubt one of the more notable rivalries you will see in the Latin American continent. Mainly thanks to the way Brazilian football is structured. Sao Paulo is it then that this is called the Majestic Derby.
Things already rolling. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
Well, if the pre-game rhetoric is anything to go by, Peter, there's going to be a lot of strong stuff on show here. However it goes, we're in for something special.
Looking for the run. And that's a dangerous ball. And he gets rid in a hurry. David Villa, Jim, a little gem amongst strikers.
Yeah, and I think there are probably two things that set him apart, Peter. First, the ability to mould himself into any formation the team wants, often ploughing a lonely furrow up front. And second, having such a hugely impressive goal-scoring record, despite often being burdened with having to take free kicks and corners.
Put it all together, and you've got one of the finest strikers of his generation.
Exactly.
He's in a great position here. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And it's Azar. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Villa. Now, can they get him away? Xavi, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Cruyff aims beyond the defence, and he's quick to get rid. He's found a way through. Strike! And that's a sharp finish.
Corinthians couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And that could set him on his way. He leaps for it! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Eto really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nicely worked. David Villa. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's caught him in or out. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this to break the deadlock. Just one winner. Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
And this is Eto. He's had it taken off him. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Corinthians are looking to go forward now. Xavi knocks it into space. And that has been knocked clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now, he's got space here. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Now, what about a counter-attack? In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And he was quick to react. Cruyff is onto it in a flash. Makalele wins the duel this time. Now it's Cruyff. Short changes him with that pass. Looking to play him in. And he's in. Decent chance! That's really well cleared. And here's Pirlo. Oh, crack. Goes for a shot! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring.
Yeah,
That's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
And now he has two. Corinthians takes a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.